Okay, 15.1, this whole unit is called conics, which are different shapes and graphs. The first one we're going to look at is a parabola, which you have seen before, the quadratic graphs from Unit 4. So the equation for them is this. It's called the transformational form. And some key things, h and k with the x and y, are going to be your high or low point, so like right there. And the parabola is going to be equidistant from the focus and the directrix. So the focus is just a point, it kind of curves around. If you actually had a mirror, it's where they all converge, where all the rays of light converge. The directrix is going to be behind the vertex, opposite directions, and they're always the same distance apart. So we have to get P to know how far away from the vertex each of these are. And then the axis of symmetry is like the mirror, making two halves equal. So to find these, we're going to get h and k first, and then you have to find p. Notice p here is with 4, so you have to solve for whatever that is. And then we can draw it with that. So let's take a look at this example problem here. So right now, h is always with x, so it's going to switch signs. K is always with y. So our vertex is -2, -4. So I'm going to go put that point on our graph, -2, -4. And then to get P, we're going to take this 4 right here. So 4 equals 4P. We divide both sides by 4, and we get 1 equaling P. So that's P there, which means that if you count P up and P down, you're going to get the focus and directrix. And P is positive here, which means you go up for the focus, so the focus is right there, and down for the directrix, and the directrix is a line. So our focus, that coordinate point, is at -2, -3. The axis of symmetry is going to go through, so that's A, that's D. So the axis of symmetry is at x equals -2, because of that dashed line right through there. And the directrix is down at y, because it's flat, equaling -5. Once you have that, you just kind of sketch a graph. You want to keep this graph about equidistant from here to here. So we're going to sketch that, and sketch that, and that's it. But you do need to have your focus labeled, your vertex labeled, your directrix, and your axis, and then write them down like I did on the side here. So on your homework, you'll have to say the vertex, the focus point, the axis of symmetry, and the directrix. So there's that. Now the next one, let's try this one here. So we've got, go ahead and try to find all these pieces of info, pausing the video, and when you have them all, push play to see if you got them all right. Okay, h you should have gotten -1, k is -2, so our vertex is at -1, -2. Always x then y. That front number, -2, equals 4p, so we divide by 4. So we actually get -1/2 as our p. So when I go to graph the vertex, -1, -2, it's right here. We put a little v. Our focus is negative, so it's actually going to go down 1/2. So right there, oops, that little point is our focus. So you have to be really neat with these assignments. And then that point, let's write that down, that's at -1 and -2.5, or 5/2. The axis of symmetry is just right through there. The directrix is going to be, let's see, that's at x equals -1. The directrix is going to be on the opposite side of the vertex. From the focus, you go up 1/2. There's going to be lots of weird fractions in this homework, just a heads up. So there we get y equals. And that is going to be at -1.5, so about -3/2. So it's -1.5, but I'm going to make that a mixed number. So negative 1.5, and then go put that in your calculator. And then you're just going to sketch that graph. So we've got everything we need. D is labeled, A is labeled. I'm going to curve it towards the focus. Okay. And that's it.